Bill Cosby, cliff jumping, and Wookiees take center stage as America collectively sighs at what our culture has become. Today I'm joined by the man you see in the backseats of cars when you play Sweet and Sour and doesn't wave back. Let's give a writer's block welcome to Backseat Jack.
You suck. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm Hayden Roper, and this is Writer's Block.
Like, where's the music, Scooby? Go! And here we go.
Alright, so welcome to our first segment today. We got Pitch Slap, the segment where we pitch outrageous products to the audience. We have written products for each other. Jack, why don't you tell me, what are you selling to the audience today? So give us a quick overview. I'll give a quick overview of mine, and then we'll debate them.
Okay, yeah. So my product is it's called the reverse marker. So the way this works is the sides are the marker, and the sides of the marker and the ends are where you hold it.
Oh, so like an expo marker, but the little felt tip is the holder.
Yeah.
And the rest is the marker. Okay.
Yeah, the base of it is the writing utensil.
That seems very impractical. Okay, who are you selling it to today?
I'm selling it to Elmo.
That's bold. All right, so here we go. I have the face wig. It is a hair for the entire face that leaves you bald on top, and I'm selling it to Jared Fogle, our man from Subway.
That's a good guy. Yeah.
The disgraced ex-Subway employee. All right, Jack, tell me about the reverse marker.
Yeah. So
how will it transform my daily life as a red puppet?
Well, let me tell you, Elmo. Okay, so the reverse marker. You're doing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff with kids.
All right. And kids love markers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get me confused with Jared.
I'm pitching to Jared.
I'm selling to Elmo.
Now, maybe Jared and Elmo are actually in a scheme together. Yeah. Maybe that's how this plays in.
No, but as Elmo, you're entertaining kids. You're drawing pretty pictures, right?
I've never seen Elmo draw a
You've
picture.
Never seen Elmo draw
Have
a
you
picture?
actually seen an episode of Sesame Street?
No, I have not. But all I know
know your audience.
Elmo needs one of these markers, okay? Elmo, instead of a normal marker, which really, Elmo's got little hands.
Does he? I thought he had regular-sized hands.
No, I think he's got little hands.
I think they're proportional.
He's a Muppet. Yeah, okay, proportional to his body, but the marker is a human marker. They don't make markers for Muppets.
Yeah, they make one size fits all for pretty much any creature with hands.
I just think they're a little smaller. I think if you gave a regular marker to an infant, the infant would struggle because it's a smaller hand.
All right, fair point. You're making some good points. All right.
Anyway, what the reverse marker does is it eliminates that problem. And you're no longer gripping the base, the thicker base.
Grabbing the tiniest part of the marker.
Exactly, for the tiny hands, and it's much simpler to get a good drawing in.
Does it take extra hand strength to really, because you get a long lever arm. The part actually writing is very far away from your grip. How does that?
Yeah, as far as torque goes, it's absolute.
We actually have a rare opportunity here because you actually, if I'm not mistaken, you have a side gig as a side hustle aerospace engineer.
Yeah, it's a side hustle. I don't like to talk about it, but I guess we are now. So
yeah, no, but you have a lot of experience with torque. Because you're an expert. You're in-house expert on the subject. So tell me about that torque quiz or whatever that was.
Oh well, yeah, I don't know if I called it a torque quiz. Maybe torque might have been involved. It was aerothermodynamics. It's
intro or
It's intro.
Oh, okay. So the easier version.
Yeah, my first ever aerospace class ever, and we started off with a bang. I really set myself up for a trend line in the upwards direction.
Okay, that's good.
I figured if I start at the top, where can I go? I can only go down because there was literally only room for improvement as far as the final grade went.
So you're giving us a lot of teas here, man. I gotta get some juice, man. What's the juice? What happened? All right, we're all begging to know.
Well, it's really simple. I took my very first quiz, and I thought it was an error when I received the grade. It was not. If you see a 0 on your paper, you think, wow, I got a 0. I just didn't get anything right.
Or it's probably preceded by a 1-0 or something like that.
Or, I mean, even if you see a 0, it's like they don't give any partial credit or anything. But when you see a 1 on your paper, like I did in this scenario, you really feel it. It's not a good feeling. I can tell you that.
Okay, but that's there were 5 guys, 1 out of 5, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was out of 100.
Oh.
Yeah, I had 99 more points to go.
All right. Well, remind me to get a new in-house torque expert. 'Cause clearly, you don't know your
It
stuff.
had nothing to do with torque.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure it was involved. It's like all aerospace. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna transition on to the face wig. All right. So, what do kids love more? I'm not gonna say more than Jared. I'm selling to Jared. So, Jared, you know kids, right? Well, what do kids love more than Muppets? More than their parents? More than local police officers? What do they love? Tell me, Jack.
Facial hair.
Well, you read my mind. I was gonna say Chewbacca because that's exactly what you can look like with the face wig.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, imagine Chewbacca. He's back home on Kashyyyk. I think that's where the Wookiees are from.
Kashyyyk.
He's on Kashyyyk, right? The missus, she's coming out. She's wearing a nice Ewok number 5, some real sexy perfume. And he's in his little wooden hut above the tree line. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, man, I got to put on my sexy suit. What does Mrs. Chewbacca love? Give me a little, what does Mrs. Chewbacca love? Give me the noise. I'm familiar. You're fluent in Wookiee?
I'm fluent in Wookiee.
All right. Yeah, so this is a little scenario. That's Mrs. Chewbacca really letting Chewbacca know it's time to get down to business. So what does Chewbacca say in response? Exactly. That is actually the sound you will make when you put on the face wig. Chewbacca is sexy. Kids love Chewbacca. Kids will love... Oh, I feel so bad marketing this for kids. You are more approachable. People love...
tough one.
Yeah, people really love hugging soft teddy bears, and that's what you will be when you buy the face wig.
If I'm Jared, if you're selling to Jared, how do you convince Jared?
Well, we actually have a very special system where we can U-Haul, or we have a revolution technology that's unrelated to the wig, but we developed along the way. We can U-Haul things straight to prison, all right?
So
We'll send him a brochure first to let him know, and then if you want, he can just check yes, and we'll send his little package under the cell door.
You can arrange like a conjugal visit, kind of something like that.
I'm going to go ahead and I pretend I know what conjugal means. Is that like frequent?
Conjugal visit, you know what that is?
No.
Well, in some prisons, a conjugal visit means that the prisoner is allowed to have sex with somebody that comes into the prison.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Our delivery drivers are fully prepared for anything. All right, that's the face wig. Face Wig International, we handle we cut all expenses. We got that. All right, so time to move on to our next segment. We're a little out of time there. So this one is actually another part of Pitch Slap. This is actually, now we have moved on to movies where you have to sell me on the story. All right, Jack, what movie are we going to be watching today?
Oh, yeah, so the movie we're going to be watching today is the ever so popular Avengers, the first one.
Okay, I love it. I'm already buying a ticket. You don't even need to convince me.
But just hold on a second.
All right, there's more.
You're assuming too quickly. We put a little twist on it.
Nope.
This isn't just the Avengers. This is Bill Cosby's Avengers. Bill Cosby's The Avengers.
So, are they avenging Bill Cosby?
Yeah, it's Bill Cosby's The Avengers, okay? So, it's still The Avengers, but Bill Cosby is
a part of it.
He's behind the whole thing.
Oh, he's behind the whole thing.
He's practically the new Nick. He's the new Nick.
He's a Nick Fury. Okay.
Yeah.
So, why is he putting the team together?
Well, a lot of things have happened in Bill's life.
Yeah, no, he was very esteemed. Quick fall from grace there. Quite a long fall, just really all the way down the ravine. I'd say he's at the very bottom right now.
No, and he sees the ways that the tides are turning, and he wants to get in on this comic book craze.
Oh, okay. So this is like with your approach. You can only go up with the thermodynamics, right? This is what Bill if you can sink to the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. So what's the threat?
The threat?
Yeah. I imagine it's someone's legal team, right?
I was gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking. I can't remember what Bill Cosby did to get to where he is now.
Well, I don't think it's safe to say on air.
Okay, well, whatever that is, that's what he's fighting. Okay, so
okay? Well, I mean, not I'm kind of on the fence. So to really sell me, I kind of need to know: does he win? Like, is there a resolution in this movie? Is there an epic final climax or something?
Well, early screenings of the movie have said many have considered it one of the greatest cliffhangers in cinematic history.
Wow.
So I can't
par with what? What are some other great cliffhangers we can compare it to?
Back to the Future.
I thought you were gonna pick Moneyball or something.
Was it just like a perfect succinct ending?
Yeah, just one of those like, all right, well, that was the end credits. Anyway, so moving on to, I'm going to try to sell you a movie ticket, Jack. Come to my opening Regal Theater. So here we have, this is a take on an old classic, all right? Your kids probably love this one.
I love this movie.
So you're walking down the street, food's falling from the sky. You're like, how does that happen? What's going on? I'm talking about none other than Cloudy with the Chance of OJ, parentheses, Simpson. That's right, not orange juice.
Gosh.
It's OJ Simpson. This is a redemption arc right here. It's actually not really. You've probably seen it before. So the Bronco chase, it's actually just that edited with storm clouds everywhere.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's the full unedited chase. Yeah, no, white Broncos will be back in after this movie, guaranteed. It's going to start a trend.
That's not what I thought this movie was going to be about.
What did you think it was going to be about?
Well, OJ, as you know, he's out of prison now. So I thought
The juice is loose, yeah.
the juice is loose, and I thought maybe it would just be the world has now become cloudy, and
No, that's a very good idea.
a couple months ago there was no chance you run into OJ, but
Yeah.
now it could be cloudy, and there's a chance of OJ now.
Come to think of it, I was actually lying. That is the plot of my movie.
No, wow,
So
okay.
you would buy a ticket to that? It sounds
I'd-
more like a reality
I'd
TV
be
show,
there.
but it is actually a feature-length film. We got a good old Jimmy Fallon, actually. He's the star of this. We put him...
Is he playing OJ?
Yeah, it's a very tasteful depiction where Jimmy Fallon is actually portraying O.J. Simpson in his entirely. How he does that, you'll have to go see. All right. I mean,
okay.
are you sold?
I'm pretty sold.
Oh, perfect.
I'm
There we
sold
go.
on the new Little Mermaid movie. I think I'm sold on this one.
Wow, now we're not even gonna go there because we got a lot of complaints about that movie. All right, so on to our next segment. We call this good old-fashioned LARPing.
No, 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 no.
Okay, so LARPing here, we got a little bowl full of paper here, and we're gonna be drawing out some characters. All right. So Jack, tell me what you got.
Yeah. So I got Shaggy with a screwdriver.
All right, I here got Monica Lewinsky with a penguin. Looks like we are in the library. And what are we doing, Jack?
We're pumping some iron. We're working out.
As you do at the library. All right, so Jack, I'm going to need to hear a great Shaggy voice because that's very doable.
Really?
Yeah. You drew him. So
I guess that's true.
let me walk in. I'm walking in, right? I got my heels on. You probably hear them click. I'm walking through the tile-stained library. I got my penguin. You hear like, who's that penguin from that Christmas movie? Oh, hey, Topper.
Hey, Topper. Hey, Topper.
I got
Yeah,
Topper
yeah.
with me. Topper and Monica were actually coming hot off our own reality show, Topper and Monica.
Okay.
And I'm doing the Lewinsky thing. I'm walking in style. I'm strutting. I'm going to the library. I got my library card because I'm going to go check out a cooking book because I love cooking. I'm looking for a new snickerdoodle recipe. So I'm looking for a cookbook because that's what you buy at the library. And I'm walking by and I see a scruffy old man in a green shirt sitting there all alone, flipping through. What are you flipping through?
Well, I'm flipping through an instruction manual. I have a screwdriver. I'm building
How to
something.
use the screwdriver?
Well, I'm building something.
Okay.
I've clearly just arrived from IKEA.
Yeah.
And
You bought just a screwdriver?
no, I bought a desk.
Oh, you bought a whole
I
desk.
bought a desk and I'm building it.
I thought you were working
For
out
the
at the
library.
library.
That's true. I'm building the bench that I will eventually lift weights
That's
on.
perfect. I guess I didn't mention the noise of my clacking heels is actually me dragging a barbell behind me that I'm going to use on that bench.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna lay down. Shaggy's got my bench all done. Hey, Shaggy, you mind spotting me?
I can't do a Shaggy, Aiden. I can't.
All right, well, just give me something. What's Shaggy say in response? You just try a normal voice. Look into my eyes as if you're Shaggy. And tell me, I'm laying down. I'm about to pump some iron. I got my penguin in my lap. He's staring right at you. You don't know whether to look at me or the penguin. What are you doing?
See, I don't have a good Shaggy, but Shaggy throughout this whole situation has been flustered. I mean,
Why is he flustered? He just built a bench.
Well,
That's impressive.
Scoobs was just put down
Oh.
the previous day.
I am so sorry. So he immediately turned to carpentry is what
No,
you're saying.
yeah, it's been rough for him. He's got to take his mind off of it, and
All right, so he starts working at the library.
and he starts working out at the library.
Oh, my. And you saw my pet Topper.
It was
And
it's
you were
just,
just
it's just
devastated.
tough. So it's been rough, and Monica Lewinsky doesn't make it any better.
I don't see how she directly makes it any worse.
I just don't think she doesn't have good omens about her.
Good omens. Okay. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. All right, so that's all the time we got for that. We're moving on to more Lester. All right, so this is where we debate possibly controversial issues. The moon landing was an ad for Subway. Subway's popping up all over the place. So a lot of people are saying the moon landing is fake. What's your take? And how does Subway benefit?
Well, see, I got a strong stance on this one as an aerospace engineer.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you've probably been to the moon by now, right?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay.
Summers usually.
Okay,
But,
yeah, I hear it's nice that time of year.
No, it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. But as an aerospace engineer, I find great offense to believing that this great country didn't make it to the moon.
Really?
I do.
All right,
In
so
fact, I know we made it.
Okay, so where's your proof, man? Where's your proof?
Well, I can't give you that. That's top secret.
All right. So what about when you went to the moon? You posted, you got selfies or something, right?
No, I couldn't. I wasn't allowed. No phones.
You weren't allowed?
No phones.
It's because the service was bad. It would drain your battery.
Yeah,
probably.
the service was okay, but
okay.
I have Sprint.
I do recall because you were gone from the house and I was still texting you and I had no idea. I forgot that was your moon week.
Yeah, moon week.
Okay, so that's the only proof you're going to give me because the viewers aren't going to go for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I truly wish I could give you some sort of proof. I just needed to believe in the American dream and the fact that we can go to the moon, and we did.
All right, well, speaking of American dreams, I do believe in the American dream, and it's launched itself in the form of a super successful sub sandwich chain named Subway.
Oh, okay.
And I believe the American dream is best epitomized by the way Subway has gone for their new lunar design. I don't know if you've seen those. There's a new very oblong, round, very futuristic shaped bread, right? Those were modeled after the supposed lunar landers. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I'm sure you used one. But the lunar landers actually, when you see it, you're meant to think it's a Subway sandwich. That's the common conception, and I'm totally on board for it. I was not assigned this side of the argument. I totally believe this full-heartedly, and I think we're making a lot of good points. I really think we're saying the same thing here, so we're going to go ahead and agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're on to probably the most exciting section of the week. We're calling this one Merkel's Boner. Not sexual, I must clarify. This is actually named after a man named Merkel. In a very critical game in Major League Baseball,
yes.
This man got a hit, and he decided to stay on first when he could have run to second. And this eventually cost him the game because of some triple play that happened or something. I'm not going to pretend to be the baseball expert here. This cost them entry into the playoffs, and it was known forever as Merkel's Boner. We're not just using this as an excuse to say boner on air. Just like to clarify that. So, if I'm not mistaken, you just came back from a very, very special trip.
A very special trip.
So, I believe you're on business to Seaside Resort.
Yeah, this is probably the second best trip of the year, right behind the moon.
The moon. Okay, so that was up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Which you don't have any proof of, so that's fine. You keep bringing it up. It's just really kind of rubbing it in. So, anything special happened? The business side, I know that went great. You closed the merger. That was huge for you.
I closed the merger.
How much money was that?
It was really big for me and my family. I think the total came out to $27.
27. Wow.
It was big.
Where's the $27 coming from?
$27. It came from a lot of places, to be honest.
Okay.
Investors.
Multiple investors invested less than $27.
No, yeah, it was
okay.
It's high risk, high reward scenario, and we came out on top. For sure.
I heard it was a high risk, low reward.
Oh,
and
really?
people are eating that up in the current marketplace.
I guess it just depends how you see $27. I see that as a high reward.
Okay. You have very low standards. Anything of note happen in your trip worth noting?
We have this we rented this paddleboard. We typically do that, and in Seaside, Florida, out of the Gulf of Mexico.
So this is not on business. This is part of the more leisurely
This
aspect.
is the leisure. This is the pleasure side.
This is with the Russian ballerinas, the exotic models.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of stuff comes. So you only netted 27 because you spent so much on everything else. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, that's where I was getting.
Okay,
yeah,
there we go.
That's it, honestly, but we have a paddleboard. We rent a paddleboard whenever we're there, and it was perfect. This was only days before Tropical Storm Barry, which hit yesterday. Actually turned into a hurricane.
Yeah, so it turned into a hurricane, and then it came back. So this guy doesn't really know what he's doing. Do you have any updates on that? You met the guy. How was it?
He seemed confused. It seemed like it was definitely his first time.
Okay.
He seemed like a rookie. In the whole
it can be
scenario.
embarrassing your first time, so it's like you're not helping him now. You're just telling the world that like this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
He was struggling with.
So Barry,
if
you're listening, performance issues are nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But we believe in you, and we think you can turn it around in the future.
I'm sure you'll get him next time, Barry.
Hey, flood some neighborhoods next time, Barry. You probably got a good millennia till we loop back around to that name. So anyway, you're on your paddleboard. Barry's rolling.
On my paddleboard, and it's just nice waters. Once you get out there, it's pretty smooth. When you get past the shore, past the waves, and I'm out there, and I have my GoPro. Got a new GoPro, so I could just film.
Shameless plug, GoPro, please sponsor us.
Yes, that is very shameless, but yeah.
Yeah, the picture quality, I assume it was very, very good.
Very good, and that stabilization, perfection.
Yeah, if GoPro's listening in the back, you know what to do. Hit us
Absolutely.
up, follow us on Patreon. We're always accepting money. As you can see, our big mergers are in the range of $27, so anything helps.
But anyway, I was out on the paddleboard, and I got off the paddleboard, and I went early morning. I was waking up early in the morning because the earlier you get out there, the more likely you'll see.
Barry.
Yeah, bear.
Yeah.
Now you'll see creatures. You'll see.
Oh, like children or?
No, children are typically sleeping. I was
Okay.
I was getting out to the beach around 7
So you're
a.m.
looking at sleeping children.
Yes.
Okay.
So at about 7 a.m. I got out in the water just because not as many people on the beach. They don't stay away as much. It's not as loud and
Yeah.
So I went out there and I got in the water, and it took me a while to realize how far I went. Went a little over a half a mile from shore. Okay.
Okay,
And
I'm getting a lot of Soul Surfer vibes from this story. Is that where this is going?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that why you showed up without an arm today? I guess we should have addressed that.
I meant to mention that.
Yeah, actually, I lost my arm at sea while I was gone.
No, but first off, I got off my board and got wrapped around by a man of war, which is if those of you don't know, is a large jellyfish.
Does the same kind that killed Steve Irwin, right?
No, he was killed by a manta ray. You're thinking of a manta ray. Man of war is just a large jellyfish.
So would you say it's cooler that you survived a man of war encounter?
I don't want to brag, but I'd say yeah.
Okay, so Steve Irwin, if you're listening to this, all right.
Wow. This is
Carry
dark.
on.
But anyway, I got stung by that, which you can kind of see. Right
Yeah,
here,
here, lad.
It's
So,
still,
I'm
it's still
looking
kinda
at
there. It's healed mostly because that was on the first day.
Yeah, no, it's just to clarify, it was in a very visible part of his body. He wasn't showing me like too far up the thigh or anything.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
very-
was nothing weird.
Yeah, no, nothing weird.
But anyway, I did that, but that wasn't even the most exciting part. The
Oh.
exciting part was the reason I went out so far is because I saw the fin of a dolphin flick up.
Okay, now was it a droopy fin, like the SeaWorld kind, meaning they're really happy, or is this like a very
No.
stout, like
It-
meaning he needs to go to SeaWorld because he's upset about how big the ocean is?
I think it was a stout fin.
He's
looked-
lonely.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think he's living a happy life. And first off, automatically you think, wow, that's a shark because they got that dorsal fin. It freaks you out. But then you
That didn't stop you.
no because
You swam towards it.
I did swim towards
On a
it.
paddleboard.
Yeah, with no
Have you
protection
seen
whatsoever.
Jaws? Have you seen Jaws?
But I saw its tail flick up and
Oh.
it curved, and I can tell the difference between a shark tail and a dolphin tail. So I just knew it was a dolphin.
Why can you do that?
I don't know. There's just a clear difference. It's like it's
well,
a U-shaped. A dolphin is more of a U-shaped. Tail,
Okay, so
kind of like a whale.
Yeah, for reference, I think Free Willy. We watched that movie one bit. So that's in Free Willy at the curve, so you knew it was good to go.
Yeah, it was all from Free Willy.
Okay.
Anyway, I found it, and I ended up being surrounded by the dolphins, and I wanted
Dolphins?
to film dolphins. There were multiple. They travel in pods. So I ended up chasing the dolphins. They're the fastest animals in the sea, I believe.
Okay, so they were catching up to you then.
Yeah, they're catching up to me because
we all know.
second fastest only to
Yeah,
me.
humans are right at the top of the food chain, so therefore they are down there.
It was really sad though. I couldn't get any on film because every time I would stop paddling with both hands, they would just get so much further ahead of me because they're so fast. So I could never stop and take out my GoPro to stick it underwater.
Okay.
It's a downer, but it was a great experience.
Yeah,
Honestly.
but as I recall, you were lucky enough to smuggle one back through customs. am I
Absolutely,
correct? Yeah.
yeah.
So I think we have him getting wheeled in here now. If I can.
But, yeah,
That's all right. That's enough. We can send
Yeah.
him back.
get him out of here.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna go get shipped off to some exotic meat restaurant.
SeaWorld probably.
SeaWorld. Yeah, they don't eat. I don't
Same
think they
thing.
eat the dolphins. Do they eat dolphins at SeaWorld?
They do not. They protect the dolphins there.
It's the whales they don't like.
Yeah, it's the whales.
Yeah, no, the
It's
whales.
the
are-
orcas.
Okay, the orcas. All right, so now on to our one of our personal favorites. Here we are, fully nude. We're not fully nude, but the section is fully nude. Let's get that jingle going.
Sorry, no dumping in the lake. Fine, I will put my yard trimmings in a car compactor.
Hey, Chief, I thought there was a dead body in there.
Yeah, I thought that too. Until he said yard trimmings. Yeah, you gotta learn to listen, Lou.
All right, so fully nude is where we kind of give you a little piece of us you can take with you. I know we can't physically see each other or meet each other in person, but I want a little piece of me to go with you throughout your week. So I'm going to encourage you. This is where we kind of come up with a phrase, and we kind of come up with a definition, and we really, to expand your cultural knowledge, we want you to be able to use this in your daily life, maybe reply to us, tell us how you used it in your daily life, see what the response is. Because, most of the time, it's probably going to be pretty difficult. I've tried these at work before, has not gone well. I'm actually out of work at the moment, unrelated. If you want to hit me up the job, it's going rough.
We should say that the workplace is probably the worst place to attempt
Most
to use
definitely.
these
Yeah,
phrases.
no, don't. I put it in a presentation during a conference, didn't go over well. Pretty much was asked to pack up immediately.
Yeah, so we do these things so you don't have to.
Yeah, learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
But still, definitely try it. So the phrase this week, I believe, Jack, you have the first half of the phrase.
First half is thump.
My second half was outlets, thump outlets. And when you thump outlets, what is it you're trying to do when you're trying to thump outlets?
When you're trying to thump outlets?
You're like, hey man, thump my outlet.
Well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna have to explain it. So now I think it's kind of like it's like a polite, like a French, not a French kiss, but like the French Europeans, they kiss each other when they meet each other. That's a thump in my outlet. You want to thump my outlet because what comes out of your mouth, words. That's what the primary output is, your mouth. Hey, Susie, you're at the grocery store. Hey, what's up? Hey, you want to thump out? Hey, let's thump my outlet real quick. Okay, and then you go like a right up there, and then you and Susie, you're on that next level. You are now European. And that's the goal we're going for with this. So please try using thump outlets or thump my outlet in your week and let us know how it goes for you. All right, and so our final section, everything's got all good things have to come to an end. All right, Citizen Kane, this is where we discuss, current events, really dive into the political spectrum, go over some news headlines from the week, really keep the viewers well informed.
The big ones, yeah.
The big ones. So this one actually comes from Huffington Post, which actually, contrary to popular belief, is a news source.
Wow.
So we have giant cactus crashes through windshield in Arizona. Now I can safely say that has never happened to me.
I gotta say though, that one hits home. For sure.
That one does, because I'm aware you actually lost a really good friend to a very similar accident.
Absolutely.
In Arizona.
Yeah, he drove off an overpass.
He landed on a cactus and then went through the windshield and.
No.
No cactus.
No, it's just drove off an overpass. Big explosion. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. Why did he do it?
It was a dare.
Did he win?
Yeah, no, he won.
Oh, you show that guy. Did you dare him to do it?
I did.
Okay. Well, that brings me to our closing segment a little bit. We always do. It's not really a bit because it actually yeah. So I knew about this ahead of time, and Jack, I hate to say it, but I have called the cops in advance because they have a really hard time locating you.
Well, I just want to say this has been fun. This has been really fun. I saw this coming, definitely.
You probably should not have come out of hibernation for this pilot episode. Not worth it.
Gotta take risks in life.
You like driving off an overpass?
Yeah, no, he did for sure, and it didn't work out.
That's another challenge. Also, really, I kind of we're not quite on fully nude, but if you want to use drive off the overpass in a positive way this week, I want to see how you pull that off, because that's just the most depressing thing you could say to somebody.
Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you can. Well, not let him know. He's not going to be with us very much longer.
Let him know.
But actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in here real quick. Okay, yeah, no, this is your guy.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks. Hey, thanks.
Thank you so much for tuning in. That concludes our show for the day. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe to Writer's Block and check out the Classic Podcast, where we discuss everything movies, including reviews and theories from all the latest blockbusters. I'm Hayden Roper, and this has been Writer's Block. And here we go.